Hi, I am Helen the Rooftop Knitter, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make this crochet hat for a 6 to 8 years old boy or girl. It is inspired in Sonic the Hedgehog and is suitable for intermediate crocheters and good to practice change of colors. We are going to need 150 grams of size 5 yarn in 3 different colors, blue, white and cream, and also size 3 yarn in black, then crochet hooks, scissors, yarn needles and markers. I'm going to be referring this chart I found on internet for the sizes. I'm looking for a size M for kids, so that's 51 to 52 centimeters for the head. So you can find any of these charts on the internet. You just adapt it to the size you want to crochet. Okay, I will be using this acrylic yarn in size 5 with a 5mm crochet hook. Let's start with the magic ring. This is 1 loop and 1 and 2 entries. We're going to work inside this magic ring because it's in circle for a hat. It's circular knitting. So we'll raise the job with two chain, and after that I will do half double crochet. So that's yarning over, inserting the hook into the magic ring, pulling and pull through. Let's do probably 12. I've done 12 already. I think it's not enough, so we'll complete probably until 16. So that's 1, 2, probably 14 is okay. And then I will pull the string, the initial string we had with the magic ring, pulling it to join the circle, and this one will be the first row, 14 stitches. Then let's join the first stitch with the last one with the slip stitch, and done with the first row. Raising the job again with two double crochet with 2 chain. Then in the next one let's do 2, so that's 1, probably in this one, otherwise I will leave a hole here. So 2 in this one, 1 and 2, and then only 1 in the next one. Now alternating 2 in the same hole, 1 and 2, only 1 now, 2, 1 and 2, let's continue alternating 1 and 2 until we completely fill the round. So I'm done with the second round. I added 1 more here to fill the gap. Then let's close it. And then next row again, 1 and 2 chain to raise the job, half double crochet into the same hole, then only 1 in the next one, and alternating 1 and 2 half double crochet until completing the row. Third row is done, and the job started to slightly bend down, so don't be scared because that's what we want. That's the desired effect, because it's a sort of beanie. Now let's close this row and then raise the job again, and same thing, because what we want is this hat going a little bit down in a very smooth way to complete the beanie. So that's one, and then another more, and alternate 1 and 2 stitches until we completely fill this round. It's going to start falling down to the ears, and that's what we want. I'm done with row number 4. So row number 5, I already raised the job with 2 chain. So let's start now with 1 half double crochet in the same spot. So for this row, I will start closing it up a little bit, so it will be 2 stitches in 2 different holes, and the third one is going to be 2 half double crochet into the same hole. This will close a little bit the job, and it will start folding on top of the ears. So this is 1 and 2 in 2 different holes, and the third one 2 in the same hole. Let's alternate like this, 2 and 2, until we complete the row. Row number 5 is done, and from now on the decreases are going to be more distant, and this shape is going to be more dramatic, folding over the ears. So 1 and 2 change to raise the job, 1 increase, and let's do probably 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So these are 5 in between after the increase, and let's do 1 increase here. 1 and 2 into the same hole. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then increase 2 into the same hole. Let's alternate 5 and increase until completing the row. I have completed 6 rows, so now I'm going to measure the diameter, and it's 48 centimeters already. So from now on, I won't do any increase, because what I'm aiming for is 51 to 52 centimeters diameter. So from now on, it's just normal half double crochets with no increases. I have continued with the half double crochets with no increases or decreases at all for a few rows until completing 18 centimeters tall for the hat. Now what I have done is splitting the job. I use few markers. So I counted 14 stitches from here to here and 14 stitches from here to here. This one is going to be the back head, because I don't want people to see this vein. We have been mounting one row on top of the other one through this line, so I don't want people to see it. This one is going to be the back, and this one the front. And these 2 sections are for the ears. And let's start with the ears now. But before starting with the ears, I want to show you how to disguise this last stitch here. So cutting the yarn, and with the aid of a yarn needle, let's insert the needle through the back in the next stitch, from back to front, like this. Then inserting the needle into the loop of the last stitch, which is still open, and then pulling. Finally, let's go back to the back of the job through the next stitch, like this. And now it's time to do some weaving to disguise this last piece of yarn, so the thread won't be noticeable. Nobody can tell that this is the end of that row in particular. So let's complete it. And here we go. It's barely noticeable. Now let's do the ears. I'm going to start this ear first. Let's count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, and 16. This one's at the middle. And let's start then. 1 and 2 stitches, and then half double crochet. Let's complete all in half double crochets until we get to this point, the 16 stitches. 16 stitches then, and now let's do the next row. 1 stitch to raise the job, only one, huh? And then in the next stitch, this one, let's do half double crochet. That will give us a small slope here, so it's sort of leaning to the left, because we are going to do 1 decrease here and 1 decrease to this side to have 1 triangle for the ear. So let's continue with half double crochets until getting to the end. Before finishing this row, for the last 2 stitches, 1 and 2, let's insert the hook into this one, pulling, then yarning over again, and last one, and pull through together. So that will give us 1 decrease. So then again, 1 chain to raise the job, turning around. Doing only 1 chain is going to give us the effect of a decrease. So I will skip this one and go for the half double crochet here. And let's continue doing the same until we get a pointy piece, like a triangle. You see? These last 2 are going to be joined together. Actually, these 2, because it's always good practice to count the stitches as well. So we've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 1 more to complete the 10, and now 2 together, 1 and 2, both together. You see that we have that triangle effect already. So let's continue using this method. Only 1 at the beginning, only 1 chain to raise the job, and 2 stitches together at the end to give this effect of decreasing both sides. Once we get to this pointy side, like I'm going to do the last 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and closing it up. You see 4 stitches here, 2 and 2, to finally end up in only 1. This one is going to be the end of the pointy ear. Now let's do the same for the other ear as well. Now that the hat is shaped already, what I'm going to do is probably the eyes and the mouth first, and then we just complete the rest of the face. I will be working with the white. Probably we do 2 rows here and then 2 arcs. Yeah, I think it seems alright. A very long stripe here first. I decided to have the mouth up here and then the eye up here. This one is going to be the eye, the height of the eye, and this one the mouth. Let's start then. Slip knot. Chain. Probably I will go for 22. Probably 24. Let's see what happened with 24. 26 then. I want something a little bit farther, probably invading this area of the ears. So 26. Then raising the job with 1 chain. And after that, half double crochets, the whole row. Let's complete 26 half double crochets then, in a straight line. 26 stitches are done. So what I'm going to do now, it's probably one more row of half double crochet. So 1 and 2, turn around, and completing 26 stitches of half double crochet. After two of these rows of half double crochet, let's start now shaping 2 semicircles here for the eyes. So for that, same method like for the ears, 1 chain and then 1 half double crochet in the next one. So that'll be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. This will be one eye. We should have 13 stitches here left. And now 1 chain again, and same method like for the ears, exactly the same. 1 decrease at the beginning and 1 decrease before completing the row. For the eyes, we won't we won't go that pointy, so when we have only 5 stitches here, let's close it. I will give a little bit of margin so we can use this thread to sew it on top of this of the beanie. And now you see we already have half of the eyes. Let's do the other bit then. So eyes are done already. Now let's probably do the mouth. What I'm going to do is shape a very big mouth here, long, with a bumpy part here, to give it the effect of a smile to the side. Let's start then. Slip knot and very long chain to start the stitches. So 20 chain here, and let's start with a very long stripe of half double crochet. After 20 stitches, let's raise the job with 2 chain and then 1 half double crochet to this side, and then the rest are going to be single crochets. The smile is going to be much more pronunciated to the other side, so for this side only 2 half double crochet here and the rest single. 5 rows before completing this row, we're going to do something taller here for the smile. So for this one, half double crochet, half double crochet, and then double crochet, double crochet, double crochet in this one, to finally turn around with double crochets here in the last stitch. Then another double crochet here to finally have half double crochets here, 2, and then the rest of the row is going to be single crochets. One stitch before completing this side, let's do a half double crochet here, then another half double crochet here to turn around, one more in the same spot, and then single crochet and join the row together. I will probably do one more row just to give it a little bit more of definition. of only single crochets. So this would be raising the job with 1 single crochet, single crochet, until getting here again. To turn around here in the semicircle, let's do 1 and 2 stitches in the same hole. Same for this one. To go here in the curve, 1 and 2 into the same spot, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and lucky last. Then 1 single crochet in this one, single crochet in this one, and single crochet in all of them until we complete the row. Once the whole row is completed, let's give it a nice finish. So with a yarn needle, let's insert the yarn needle through the back, from back to front, like this. And then into the loop. And then next stitch, going back to the back. And that's it. This will give us a nicer finish. So now, I will attach a little bit this lower part, just to make it easier. So probably from here. Here we go, finally. And then next stitch into this next stitch, next one into the next one, let's do this one by one until we get to this side. I will reserve this bit for later, so I only attach the lower part of the mouth. Probably I will do this part now to fully fix the eyes. Always calculate roughly the middle of the job, okay? So this way looks even. Has to be underneath the mouth like this. So we are going to have this rounded bit on top of the eyes. Now that the eyes and the mouth are attached already, I'm going to start with the horns. I'm going to do 3 horns, one here, and one here. And for that, I'm going to crochet 3 very big triangles using the same method. So let's start then. Single crochet, Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 20. Let's measure it. So 20 is not big enough, probably. 30 probably for the small horn here, but I will go for 40 for the very big one here. So 40 chain, and we're going to use the same method we have been using for the rest of the hat. So one more to raise the job, and then a half double crochet for the next one, half double crochet, and so forth until completing the 40 half double crochets. I already completed the first horn, so these are 40 stitches. I started with 40, and then I made 1 decrease each side, the same way we did for the ears, until I got here. And once I got only 6 stitches, sorry, here, I made 2 rows with no increases or decreases. Now for the last one, let's make 2 decreases again each side. So this is 1, and now let's join it through this side. But for this side, to close it, we're going to use a little hack. We're going to use a thinner crochet to make this point bend like this, okay? So let's do it then. This one is the front of the job, so let's work through the back. No need to be exactly even. Actually, if we make it a little bit uneven, it would give us a very nice effect as well. So just join this gap to the side with only slip stitches. Matching this side with this other side. Up here. I haven't fully closed the horn, just up here, because I'm going to attach it like this, and then I fold it over. So this one is the front. It's looking very good already. And the next step will be attaching this horn to the beanie. Let's do it then, probably this one here, like this. No need to be very even. Actually, if it's a little bit uneven, will look better, nicer. And we just use the same method we use for the eyes and the mouth. Just few stitches around the new piece to attach it to the beanie. Let's complete 3 horns like this one. We made them 3 different sizes. This one is 40 stitches for the base, and probably I would do one of 38 stitches and the other one 32 or 34. I think it will look nicer that way. Horns are already attached. I've done 3, as I said, and I sew them through this triangle and then around this semicircle. So these are 3. It has a lot of shape already, and we have to do 2 ears here. So for that, I will start with this color. And same system. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Probably 6. And then same. Half double crochets. This one is the first row of 6 half double crochet. Then let's do the second one. Only 1 chain to raise up the job. Then in the next one, not in this one, in the next one, half double crochet. Then one more half double crochet. One more, and this last one is going to be 1 and 2 for 1 decrease. So it's exactly the same system we have been using with the rest of the job. Then 1 more chain, 1 and 2 here. Let's close it up. And let's reserve for later this one. Let's do 2 of these ones and 2 in blue. For the blue one, I'm going to start with 7 stitches instead of 6. To join both parts of the ear, let's do this. We're going to put one on top of the other one. So let's start from here, and with a blue thread, we are going to match the one at the front with the one at the back. And this will be just a single crochet on top. All around the ear to fully join it. With both ears completed, let's attach them with a yarn needle, exactly with the same method we have been using for the rest of the job. Calculate roughly where you have to put it, probably here on top of the eyes. The 2 ears are attached already. So now it's time to do the eyes. I'm going to attach 2 eyes here in black. For that, I will be using a much thinner thread. This one is a very bright acrylic yarn, very thin. Let's start then. Slip knot. I'm using a 3.5 millimeter hook. You can use a 3 millimeter hook because I crochet very tight, so I decided to use half millimeter thicker. So these are, yes, probably 3. So these are 3 chain. And then 1 chain to raise the job. Single crochet and single crochet. And in this last one, let's add some increases. So in this last stitch, let's put 1 and 2, and then in the next one, 1, next one 1 as well, and finally 2 more in the same hole. Probably only this one, and let's close it. So this one will be the first row. Let's do 1 more row then to make it bigger. Raising the job, single crochet, then single crochet for the flat bit, two single crochet in one here, probably 1 more to turn around, then single, single and single, and in this final stitch 1, 2 and 3 in the same hole, and then joining everything together. Here we go. That's the eye. Let's do 2 of these. Eyes are already attached. I just sew them with a finer yarn needle. And now let's do the nose. Slip knot. Oh no, probably let's do a magic ring. 1 loop and 2 entries. And now 1 chain to raise the job, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's pull this string to close the ring. And now joining the first and the last stitch. Like this. Pulling. And now let's do 2 stitches on top of every single stitch. 1 and 2. So in here 1 and 2. 1 and 2 until we fully complete the row. Once the second row is completed, the third row is going to be only single crochets in every single stitch. Next row is one more row of only single crochets. 1 single crochet in every single of the stitches. Now it's bending up now, and this row is of decreases, so 1 chain to raise the job, 1 and 2 yarning overs and closing it down. So next one, 1 and 2 yarn overs and closing it down, 1 and 2 and closing, 1 and 2 and closing, 1 and 2 closing, 1, 2 and closing. So now you see that it's rounded already. So what we are going to do now, it's cutting and inserting into a yarn needle. You're just closing it. But I want to fill it with some scraps here to make it more fluffier, let's say. I don't know how to describe it. Fuller. Let's try to fit all the scraps before we close it. Okay. So now let's make some stitches around these stitches you see, the ones we just decreased and closed. and then one stitch across and pulling. So here's the nose. Let's disguise a little bit more these loose pieces of yarn. And now, just right here at the middle, let's attach it. Let's sew it very well, because when kids are playing, they might pull it, and if it's not very well attached, it's going to go up. So, and that's not what we want. Let's try to make it even so the nose looks good. Let's pull very well. And then the final step will be embroidering the mouth here to the side, smiling. Hat is almost done, so we already completed the whole face, including this embroidering, as we said. But what we can notice is that it's very loose around the face, so we are going to fix that and make it a little bit tighter. Let's take it again, this blue thread, and exactly at the middle, when we finish the job, let's start with single crochets. But here, at the back of the head, we are going to be doing decreases. So this will be 1 and 2 and closing it up. Again. 1 and 2 and closing it up. 1 and 2 and closing it up. 1, 2 and closing it up. We are going to do this only at the back of the head, not at the front, okay? So let's continue. We're done 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 5 decreases. 1 and 2 and closing it up. Then from now on, it's just single crochets. 1, 2, 3, reaching the ear. In the ear, we are going to be doing single crochets as well. Now we are going to reach this bead. This is the border so far. So now once the point of the ear is reached, let's complete few chain. "26 chain here, you can see. And now let's raise the job with one more chain, and let's do 1 half double crochet on top of every single chain until we go back to the ear again. Almost done with the half double crochets. Once we get here, let's finish the last one, and then just continue with the single crochets. In summary, for the border, let's do 5 decreases here to this side, 5 to this side when we get here. So it's a total of 10 decreases for the back head. Then single crochets, 25 chain, half double crochet, then single crochet around the whole face, around here, then 25 more chain, half double crochets, then single crochets up here, and the other 5 decreases here for the back of the neck. And obviously doing the weaving and disguising all these threads. This is the end of the tutorial. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.